Ielts card question. Describe something that was broken in your home and then repaired. A few months ago, we encountered an unfortunate incident at home when our beloved antique grandfather clock suffered a mechanical breakdown. The clock had been in our family for generations and held significant sentimental value, so its malfunction was a cause of concern for all of us. Allow me to recount the details of the incident and the eventual repair process. One evening, as I was about to wind the clock as part of my daily routine, I noticed that the pendulum had stopped swinging and the soothing tick-tock sound that had filled our living room for years was absent. At first, I assumed it might be a minor issue, perhaps a jammed gear or an entangled spring. I made some attempts to gently adjust the mechanisms, but my efforts were in vain. The next morning, my family and I decided to take the clock to a professional clock repair shop in our city. The clock repair shop was renowned for its expertise in handling antique timepieces, which provided us with some reassurance. We packed the delicate clock carefully and drove to the shop, where we were greeted by a friendly elderly clockmaker named Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson asked us about the history of the clock and listened intently to our concerns. He meticulously inspected the timepiece, explaining to us that the issue appeared to be with the main spring, which had worn out over the years. To repair the clock, he informed us that he would need to replace the damaged spring and clean the internal mechanisms to ensure smooth operation. The thought of the old clock being taken apart was a bit unnerving, but we understood that it was necessary to restore its functionality. Mr. Johnson assured us that he would handle the clock with great care and that it would be restored to its former glory once the repair was complete. It took nearly a week for the clock to be repaired, and during that time our living room felt incomplete without its familiar ticking sound. However, the wait was worthwhile. When we received the call from the clock repair shop, we eagerly rushed to collect it. Upon entering the shop, we were greeted by the sight of our beautiful grandfather clock, standing tall and proudly ticking away once again. Mr. Johnson gave us a warm smile and explained the steps he had taken to bring the clock back to life. He had replaced the worn-out spring, cleaned and oiled the intricate gears, and even adjusted the chimes for better accuracy. As we brought the clock back home, we were grateful for the expertise and dedication of Mr. Johnson. The clock looked as good as new, and the tick-tock sound filled our living room once more, evoking memories of countless family gatherings and special moments throughout the years. In conclusion, our antique grandfather clock had experienced a disheartening breakdown, but thanks to the skilled craftsmanship of Mr. Johnson, it was meticulously repaired and restored to its former splendor. The incident reminded us of the importance of preserving family heirlooms and the value of true craftsmanship in this age of modern conveniences.